Now guys, today I'm going to be sowing some Turbinicarpus swobodae cactus seeds. What a name. Now these seeds are from my own plant, a little tiny Turbinicarpus. It had the most gorgeous little flower on it, and I pollinated the flower and it formed a seed pod. Now if you haven't seen the original video of this cute little flower, of cute plant in flower, links up above to this beautiful little cactus in flower. It is so tiny, it's like the size of a thumbnail, and the flower is really sweet on it. So I pollinated it and the pollination was a success. And I've now got seeds, and now it's time to get sowing. And this is going to be a part of a few series of seed sowing videos, because me and my amazing fiance Hans have been busy sowing seeds. Now it's spring and having lots of fun, so we're going to be obviously lots of propagation, lots of little seedlings, and then when these seeds get big enough, probably in a year or two, to pot on, we may be selling some on, so stay tuned for that. We'd like to have a bit of a nursery going on here in Ireland, because there's not really many, if any, people selling cacti and succulents, so it'd be good for us to do, and also maybe online too, so stay tuned. And what I've done now, this isn't a how-to video, because I've already made a video on how to grow cacti from seed. Links up above to that video if you haven't seen it. That goes into a step-by-step guide on how to grow cacti from seed. And there are many different methods. The method I usually use is the baggy method, which is sterilising the soil and putting it in the bags. It keeps it in a completely sterile environment for 3 months. But in this case, I'm using a dome, this is actually from Hans's place when he lived in Sweden. It actually goes over light fitting, and possibly from the 40s or 50s. Such a great idea. Almost like a little boob at the end, bigger than mine anyway. Sorry guys, I couldn't resist that. But this goes over the top and it acts like a greenhouse effect, so it is amazing. So it's such a good idea. And but I have sterilised the soil. Again, this is completely optional. It just helps to minimalise the chance of fungal effect with the plants and bacteria. But as you say, this is not compulsory. And I'm using a tiny little pot in this case, because there's only a few little seeds and they're very, very small. So let's get going then, shall we guys? Now, obviously, as I said, the seeds are very small and very, very tiny. So what you want to do is, you never really sow seeds outside, unless obviously it's outdoor gardening. But in this case, it's indoors. And the reason being, even on a really calm day, the seeds can just blow everywhere. And sprinkle them on, obviously separating them apart. So you don't want them all sort of, when they germinate, to all be too close together. And it can take, with cactus seeds, as with all types of seeds, it can take anything from a few days to a few weeks to a few months for them to germinate. So never give up. And that's it there. And what I'm going to be doing then is spraying it with rainwater. As you can see, it's not compulsory to use rainwater. I prefer to do that because where we live, the water is very hard water. But so I've noticed since using rainwater a big difference. It helps with the pH, a lower pH. And what I'm going to be doing then is you can, when it comes to watering the seeds, it's always a good idea either to have the soil wet first, or water from below so it takes it up, or on the top with a plant spray. If you use a watering can and just go psh, it can overflow and the seeds can just be gone. So this is only what I prefer to do. As I say, I explain a lot more in the how to grow cacti from seed video, where I actually use the method where it draws it up underneath. But in this case, it's such a small pot, I'm just going to use overhead water it and thoroughly soak the soil. You don't want to drown the seeds either, where they can rot. So you just want to make sure that the soil is all moist and keep it evenly moist. As you say, if you're using the baggy method, they should sort of keep moist then for the 3 months they're in the bags, until they're big enough to come out the bags. And this case I'm using the dome on the top, and always label the seeds that you're sowing and also the date that you're sowing them as well, so you know how long it's took to germinate, and it gives you a bit of an idea of the age of them too. In this case, I'm going to be putting the label of this over that and taping it on, Turbinicarpus swobodae. and the lid on like so, and then sow them there. And I'm going to do an update video on when they germinate. As I say, we've been sowing a few seeds. We've been busy having lots of fun sowing seeds, and when they germinate, we'll do an update video on all the seedlings, probably in one video. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of cactus power, as always, from Ireland. And until the next video, guys,